The situation in Gaza is very bad and the humanitarian crisis has to end. Here are 5 really important things to know that I believe will help us end this crisis. Number 1, the Israeli government announced over the weekend that they're surging aid. That is a very good thing. This is something that I personally pressed the Prime Minister on many, many times. They did set up distribution centers to go around Hamas, and while it worked, it was not nearly enough. Over the weekend, they announced airdrops, a strengthened partnership with the World Food Program, humanitarian corridors, and humanitarian pauses. Number 2, Hamas is core to this problem. Not only did they start this war on October 7th, they built hundreds of miles of tunnels so that they can fight underneath schools and hospitals. They steal food. The way Hamas has funded this war is by stealing food, diverting these trucks, and that has to end. So please call out Hamas too, like every day until they give Gaza back to the Palestinians. You may not believe it, but Hamas cares what happens on social media. And if they believe they're losing support, they are less likely to reject ceasefire agreements, which they continue to do. Number 3, the United Nations and UNRWA have serious issues. There were hundreds of trucks sitting in Gaza that UNRWA would not pick up and distribute, in part because they didn't want to look like they were partnering with Israel. Israel has offered UNRWA protection, but they think it will look biased. So please put pressure on the UN too. They have to work with both Palestinians and the Israelis and be both pro-Palestinian and pro-Israeli. Number 4, Qatar is a huge, huge barrier. They fund Hamas and they continue to provide safe haven for Hamas leaders. I sent a letter to the Qataris informing them that I'm not sending any staff on any of their trips until they put maximum pressure on Hamas to release the hostages and end this war. So please put pressure on Qatar too. Tell them to take Hamas leaders in Qatar into custody until the humanitarian crisis is over, Hamas has released the hostages, and the war is over. Number 5, Iran. Please continue to put pressure on Iran to dismantle Hezbollah, the Houthis, and Hamas. The humanitarian crisis has to end. The war has to end. We should all be pushing to surge aid, get the hostages home, end the war, and support a coalition of nations that will work with Israel and the Palestinians to rebuild Gaza. The Israeli government can and must do more, but the free pass that too many have given Hamas, the UN, UNRWA, Qatar, and Iran must end. This is the best way out of this terrible nightmare.